coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing, be strong. Keep the faith until change comes. Strength is not how much you can ever overcome and what you couldn't do alone. I'm determined to. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'm gone. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing, be strong. Keep the faith until change comes. Strength is not how much you can ever overcome and what you couldn't do alone. I'm determined to. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'm gone. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah.
What's up, y'all? Back another month. Yes, this season. Welcome. I want to say, first of all, oh my goodness, it is Women's History Month. Um, not all the people that's passed away. Like there are some women that they gone. No history. Hey, listen. Something special for yourself or for the people. Yes. So, what we're going to do, all right. You know what? Am I going out? Okay. Saying that I'm going in and out. Guess what, y'all? I have to trust.
Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing, be strong. Keep the faith until change comes. Strength is not how much you can ever overcome and what you couldn't do alone. I'm determined to. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'm gone. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing, be strong. Keep the faith until change comes. Strength is not how much you can never overcome and what you couldn't do alone. I'm determined to. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah.
All right, we're back. Yeah, someone thought it was going to stop, but we are good to go right now. So welcome back. Sorry we had that internet mishap. That's what happened when you are virtual. Sometimes you have some problems going on, but we are good to go. All right, so now that you all are here, something's wrong with the sound. Something wrong with the sound. Keep going out. We back though. Thought it was me. You in and out. Much better. That's what we talking about right there. So let's do some shout outs right quick. We have Janine Wright. What's up? Thank you for coming on with us today. Cassandra Calhoun Flowers. Hey. To Falana Greenwell. I'm sorry. Halima. What's up, girl? Hey, Kim. Ooh. Hey, Yvonne. Thank you all for showing up. Listen, I am so happy to have you all here with me. Yeah, everybody say we back. Hey now, hey, CC Jones in the house, y'all. Shannon Crumbly, Devon, Elder Dwayne Flowers. Thank you all for showing up. As I was saying before, this is Women's History Month. So we are yet celebrating and enjoying what the women of the past have given to us. And we're going to do something as well. Let the people know we were here. All right. Guess what, y'all? It is almost time for the first year of First Mondays. Woo! We started in the month of May. So we are getting prepared to do a live recording. Yes, y'all. And we do a production up in here. It is going to be on April the 22nd, 2023. And you can sign up at Eventbrite. Yeah, there we go right there. Yes, that's the flyer. Woo, it's been a whole year almost. So the month of May will be a year. So what I'm planning to do, I just want to love on you all. Thank you for being so supportive. This is a free event, but let me tell you this, the seats are limited. Okay, so this is the year Jubilee for me. This is my 50th year. Yeah, I'll be 50. So I'm only opening it up to the first 50 people. I am only opening it up to the first 50 people. So I am going to shower and love on the first 50 people. Not only will you be able to be there, you're going to be a part of our show that particular day. Yes, we're going to involve our audience in our show and we're going to record it. What I'm going to do is on the first Monday in May. That's when I am going to stream it so everyone can see all of my supporters. So I just want to thank you all for supporting me all this time. First Monday, 1 year old, y'all. So we're going to celebrate on April the 22nd. Now, what we're going to do is post that particular link in the chat so you can go. So I'm giving it to my viewers first. You all get first dibs before I put it out there to the masses. You get first dibs on it. Go ahead, secure your seat. Make sure you're in a place, and it is free. So the month of May is going to be the letter M. So we're talking about manifest. Now, this particular flyer don't have my special guest. My special guest It's going to be epic. So I'm going to show y'all that later. So you all go ahead and make sure your seat is secure for the live recording of First Monday we doing production over here. All right. So this is the letter K. So we're at the letter K on today. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about kinfolk versus kinship. Do we really need them? Do we really need our kinfolk? Do we know what kinship is? So tonight I am going to put my sociology degree to work. So in researching and thinking about and finding out the particular types of kinship, there are many different types of kinships. We're going to focus on 4 of them, right? There are 4 types of kinship. That's the lineal kinship, the collateral kinship, a final kinship, and then the social kinship. So we're going to talk about all 4 of those. Let's start with number 1, the lineal kinship. Let's explain exactly what that is. That's the relationship between persons, one of whom is the descendant of the other. So what does that mean? That means it is a straight lineal, the line. So that will be you, your mother, then your grandmother, and then your great-grandmother. The line goes up and down. So it's the generations. It does not go from side to side. It does not include anyone but your parents and your grandparents and then your great-grandparents. So that's the line, the lineal kinship, right? And then we have the next one is the collateral. This is the most common one. It's the relationship between people who descend from a common ancestor, but not in a direct line. This is not necessarily your mom and grandmother, but everybody else, your siblings, your cousins, your aunts, uncles, your niece, your nephews, all of those particular people, everybody who we feel are our closest ones, right? This is who we live life with. This is who we build memories with. This is who we interact with. This is when I tell you, it sometimes feel like the most important relationships that we have, right? They're with our collateral because those are the ones that we're close to. Those are the ones that we have a high expectation from, right? Our collateral. Now, the next one, let me tell you about the collateral. Go back to the collateral. I have to say this about the lineal and the collateral. You cannot choose, who you are kin to. And I know, sometimes, we just don't get along with our kinfolk, right? And we sometimes want to be in another family. It's not going to happen. You can't choose your collateral kinship. Let me tell you, I have a great niece, right? And my great niece, when she was born, I promise you all, she act like she wasn't impressed with the family that she was born into. I'm talking about as a newborn. When she started able to move and recognize people, it was like, come here, Annie, baby. She's like, and you touch her hand, she'll snatch away. I'm like, this girl is not impressed with us. She mad at God for putting her in this family. I'm like, but girl, you can't do nothing about it. You're stuck with us. This is we're all you have. And she'll be 2 at the end of this month. And I promise, like maybe about a couple of months ago is when she started, getting used to me. Because now it used to be like, come here, Annie, baby. And now she talking, she like, going on somewhere. But with the collateral, the relationship that you have with your family, you cannot pick and choose who God has decided to put through your bloodline at this particular point. Now, this next one, you have a good decision for. This is a final relationship. This is when there is a relationship between a husband and a wife which is an extended form, which includes the parents and siblings of both sides of the spouses. Listen, let me tell you something. People feel like when you get married, it's like it's just me and you. No, it is not just the two of you. When you marry someone, we need to come into the understanding that we're marrying their family as well. That's a final relationship. You have an interaction and intertwining with both sides of the family to become one. So we need to be careful, who we wed with, because we need to understand that, listen, I'm not only married to the person, my spouse, but I am interacting and coming in close relationship with their particular family, right? And then this last one is called the social. So the slang word for us is kinfolk. These are the people that are culturally defined between relationship between individuals who are commonly thought of as having like family-like ties. These are our friends, right? These are the ones that live in the same neighborhood with us. These are the ones that we went to school with. These are the ones we intertwine with. So when like, what's up, kinfolk? These are the people that you have a connection with outside of your bloodline. Do we need them? Absolutely. Why am I trying to even come up with this particular title? Why did I come up with kinfolk? Do we need them? Your kinship. Do we need that? Well, it's very important. So what I had to do is think about. So when I started, doing my lives, now I have a lot of people in my family. I have a huge family. My grandmother, she had about, I think it was like 15, 16, 17 of them. And that was with her mom. I think, her daddy had some more. But they had a huge family, right? They had a whole lot of children. And from that, a lot of offsprings, right, came about. So I have a whole bunch of cousins, like a whole bunch, to where sometimes I feel like they need to support me. If I'm doing something, they need to support. Then I had to think about it. It is a high expectation for me to have for every time I do something. I need all of them to be there, to be supportive. That's a lot, right? So I had to think about it. Okay, when my kinfolk are not doing exactly what I feel that they should do, what is it that I do? Do I get mad about it, or do I kind of like do something else? So I believe that the way God has created it, yes, we have family, but there are more people out there, right, that can become our kinfolk. Yeah, they're not in the line of kinship, but they can become our kinfolk. How do we utilize those? What are some examples of those particular things in the social kinfolk? That means you have your friends in the neighborhood, your co-workers, the community, your church, right? That's why we call, hey, sister so-and-so, brother so-and-so. We become family once you get connected to these outsources, the fraternities and sororities, right? They're your sisters and your brothers. Now, put a pin right there, because I know there has been a whole lot of talk lately with the fraternity and sorority. So I'm in one, the best one, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Yes, that's me. And in this particular sorority, I've heard some people say they have denounced it. They have this big revelation from God that they have denounced their connection with sororities, saying, that God told them that they need to put it down, and there's so much stuff going on like that. But I believe that if your heart is right, that it's nothing wrong with the sororities or fraternities that is anti-God or anti-Christ. I do know this. If you put anything before him, then of course he will speak to you and ask you to remove that thing because you're putting it first. But if you have your stuff together and have your priorities straight, then I believe that there is nothing wrong with having that sisterhood and that brotherhood, that connection, that kinship that we need for support. So when we can't get that support from our kinship, our lineal, our collateral, then we have our social kinship that we need to tap into. So what does that mean? I know we sing old school songs like enlarge my territory. You know, we want God to do everything. We want him to enlarge it. But there are some things that we can do on our own to enlarge our coast, to enlarge our territory. Be a part of different organizations that will expand, you know, the people that you come in contact with, that will give you increase, that will give you more supporters of what you are doing. Yes, we can have kinfolk. There are some kinfolk, your own blood relatives, that will sit at your dinner table every Sunday and eat your food and tell you how good your food is. And, oh, you need to start a business. Your food is so good. And as soon as you start a business, won't buy a plate. Right? But it's this same particular family member that will sit at your table every day. Don't get rid of that person. Right? Don't get upset with that particular person because they won't buy a plate, but they'll eat your free food. Why am I saying that? Because I believe perhaps when they go to work and they start asking about how was your weekend? How was your weekend? They'll start talking about the good food that they had. Oh yeah, I went to my sister's house and she could cook. We had this, we had pot roast, we had greens, we had fried chicken, we had yams. After they start talking about what they had at your house, right? The people listening was like, yeah, how can I get in on this food? How can I get a plate? So when they like, oh, okay, my sister sell dinners. Before you know it, everybody at that particular business, all the employees are purchasing your plates. Why? Because your brother, who won't buy one, but will eat it all, has become a resource for you, has become advertisement for you. So there are more ways to support one another than just monetary or your presence. So don't throw your kinfolk away. Don't throw your people away because you feel like they are not there for you. Let them off the hook, right? Let them off. Can y'all say that? Can y'all say that? Let them off the hook. Let them make it. Somebody type that. Let them make it. Let them make it. Let them make it. Don't be mad at them. Let them make it. Listen, there are more people out in this world that's going to support you. Perhaps it's not for your particular family. Oh, I see some some sad faces, but let them make it. Listen, let them make it. No, I'm not saying you don't need your peeps. Let me put. Listen, who is that? Sheila Calhoun Anchor say, I need my peeps. I'm not saying you don't need them. Of course we need them. That's what this is about. I'm saying if they don't live up to your expectations, don't be angry with them. Let them off the hook. There are more people that are out there, more kinfolk that you can go out there and reach and become a great supporter for you. So, what am I saying? What am I trying to get out of here? Because sometimes we can lose relationships because somebody wasn't there for them like they thought they were, but what they thought they were supposed to be. Because we have a high expectations for our family. I need you to be there for everything I do every time I do it. No, not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we need to make sure that we got some other folks. Look, God has created millions of people out here. So we can build kinships with other people that will support what it is, whatever you're doing. How many times have you been on social media and you see something and you go to sharing it? You don't know who posted. All you know that it was funny and you want somebody else to see how funny it is. So you begin to share it. That's how the video become viral. You think it become viral from somebody's people? They don't have millions of people. Now, I might have a whole lot of cousins, but not a million of them for it to go viral. So I want us to take the limits off of who's supposed to be there. Take the limits off on who can be there. Yes, we want our family to support. I want my family. I want your family. I want everybody's family. We need those support. We need outside of family connections. Why am I saying that? I want you all to watch people who say they don't need friends. You better watch those. I mean, you don't need you don't need a friend. Oh, let me tell you why I have an issue with that. I have been in the education system for about 24 years, almost 25 years, right? And I have seen it so many times where people get in, they get a promotion and they get in a position where they're able to make decisions about who come in and who come out. And what happens is they put their kinfolk, they put their friends, they put their particular people in those positions. I've seen it happen so many times. So for you to say you don't have friends, you don't need friends, that means you don't need promotion, right? How many of you know you've heard the term, it's not what you know, but it's who you know? It's sad, but it's true. I've seen it to where they will post a position, look at resumes, interview people, and know good and well they already have somebody set up for the position, who they're going to put there. But because of formality, they have to go through every particular part. But they have their friend already there. That's what I need, friends, because I want to be that friend that get put. They already saving the position for me. It's good to have those particular friends in high places. Yes. And you think, oh, that's unfair. Get you some friends in some high places, and you won't think it's that unfair. But it's those particular things. And what is that called? That's called kinship. Because when I go up, I want everybody connected to me to go up with me. That's just, we want our folk to go up. So when I get a promotion, I want to promote my people. So that's why we need to connect with those, not just our family, because look, it's impossible for you to put your person with the same last name and say, I got this person for the position. They know you put your cousin in there because y'all have the same last name. But it is the kinship that we build. Yes, Devon Calhoun, thank you for saying that. It's called networking. Yes, get out there. Put yourself in positions where you can get connected with people outside of your family. If all you have in your everyday life is your family, you need to broaden yourself. Yes, we need our family, but God created it so we can have each other. He knows that there are some realms, there are some situations that will require people outside your family to be there. And I'm talking about sometimes your church members are like real brothers and sisters. Sometimes your sorority and fraternities, sisters and brothers, are like your real family. People you have went to high school with and you are still friends right now. Your kids end up calling them aunt and uncle, right? So because you built that kinship. That is needed. Yes, we need our family. And that means there's some more. You need different kinship relationships with others. All right, let's go a little bit deeper with this. Yes, we need our kinship, but let's go a little bit deeper with the kinship, right? Once you understand that there is no difference between you and others, you end up respecting people a little bit more. Yeah, sometimes we drive a better car. Sometimes our houses are bigger than other people, but we be kin, right? We have those connections. And you once you get to a certain level and know that people are the same, they just have acquired a different amount of resources or tangible things, then your respect level begins to go up. We begin to treat people like they're the same. The homeless people, just because you have a home and they do not, don't mean that you're any better than that particular homeless person. You just have a house and they don't. We are kin. We are the same. We came from this same particular creation that God has decided to create people equally. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about just people. And once you get this particular understanding that, there really is no difference between us. How are we kin though? How am I saying, oh, we be kin? Oh, we're kinfolk. How are we kin? We're all looking and searching and seeking the same thing. Yeah, we live in this particular world. We have our gifts and our talents that turns into our purpose. But it's our responsibility for trying to figure out what that purpose is. But we're all looking for the same particular thing. What is it that we want? We want validation. That's why on social media, the likes and things like that, we post and things because we want likes, because that validates us. Yes, validation is good to have, but we don't need it in order to know that we're good at something. You have an idea, you have an adventure, an endeavor, go for it. And I believe that's why I can say for me, I can't say for you. I can say for me, that's why I needed that support from my family, because I know it's validated. When they put a stamp, when the people that know you the best and know you the most give a stamp of approval, you feel like you have it. You feel like you have it going on. He put up here already. I've been told all my life I talk too much and I laugh at everything. I have. Yeah. In life, I have been told this. What have I thought about that? Evidently, I'm gifted and talented in it. It is something that I may need to tap into, just to see if that is a particular gift for me. Am I gifted in that particular area? So that's what gave me like the boost to start this particular podcast. It's like, if you've been told all your life that you talk too much, do something with it. Talk. See what can happen with that. What you do most, tap into that to see if it's a gift. Tap into that and see if it's a talent for you and pursue it. Can somebody type in the comments? Pursue it, pursue it, pursue it, pursue it. Whatever it is that you want to do, pursue it. Pursue it. Go after it. Listen, people will support you. People will buy your product. People will boost you. People will push you on. I'm telling you, it happens. Not just your family, but people, period. I see, let's see. I'm big on kinship, on kindship. Okay. Pursue it, pursue it, pursue it. Go after it. Go after it. Andrea Ashley say family isn't always blood. It's not. No, there are some relationships that we have that can be closer than any blood relationship that we have. And it's all about who you spend time with, who you connect with, who you have something in common with. We may go in different directions when it comes to family, when it comes to your kinship. Truth of the matter is, we're all seeking the same thing. We want to fulfill the highest, the truest expression of ourselves. That's what we all seek. We all want to be the best me we can be. Everybody wants to be the best at whatever that you are doing. So sometimes we need that little push from those that we have a good relationship with. Why am I saying this? Because there may be something that has been holding you back because you feel like, oh, it won't work. No one is going to buy my things. If I start baking cookies, there's so many different cookies out there. Nobody is going to buy no cookies. Listen, we like cookies. So we're going to purchase your cookies. That means go out there. We sit there and we allow things to hold us back because we're scared of what the negative thing can happen. But what if we inspired our goals and ambitions like we walk? What if we went after our goals and our ambitions like we walk? What do I mean by that? We have 2 feet, right? 2 of them. And we have a lot of places that we go. But we can only take 1 step at a time. I'm talking to myself right now. You can only take 1 step at a time. So that means when you're planning something and when you're trying to go after something, we always talk about, what if this don't work? What if that don't work? What if that don't work? Take that first step. You never know what is going to happen after that first step. And then once you notice that you're good and you solid, you can take another step. And then you can take another step. Am I saying to you, don't plan? No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying don't plan. But there is this good book that I read, right? There is a book I love to read. Book is called the Bible. Bible. Well, this book that I read, it has a saying in there. It says, therefore, when the book say therefore, that means stop, listen. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. This is the NIV version. Each day has enough trouble on its own. That means I don't have time to worry about the problems I am going to have on tomorrow because I have to deal with what's going on today. In your planning, you have to plan and have step 1, plan A, plan B, plan C. But what I'm trying to get to you is plan it out, but don't be so worried about it that all you can focus on is the negative. Don't be so worried about it that all you can do is worry about where it stagnates your mobility. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you from moving. It keeps you from going to the next level. Don't worry about it that badly to where it prevents you from going after it. Go after it. Go for it. Go for it. Why? You have your kinfolk and you have your kinship out there that's rooting for you. Okay? You know why? It is going to push you to where you're going to know, if I took this step, it's going to give me so much faith and stability. It's going to give me ammunition to keep going. The problems that we may come in contact with, it is all for the making of me. The good, the bad, the ugly, it's all for the making of me. Do we all have good days? No. Do we all have bad days? No. But what I want you to understand is that we have one another. God has designed it that He put us here to help one another. I need you. You need me. We're all a part of that particular song. But it is so true. No matter how we go over it and over again, that particular song is true. It is imperative that we understand that we need one another. I was told that when a baby is born, that if that particular baby do not have any contact with another human right after it is born, that its life does not last. That means I need that baby. We need the support, the love, the embrace, the connection with another human being in order for us to make it. So you need friends. You need family. Those relationships that perhaps are broken, if you can find it within yourself to try to restore, if you can find it in yourself to understand and know that there's some importance to it. Yeah, all things don't work out right. We hurt each other's feelings. But here is the key. You need to have some type of spiritual practice in order for us to get to the point where we accept that we need kinship, right? And what do I mean by that? That means it takes more than just the natural mindset to gravitate to that and embrace it when there's conflict in a relationship. So what do I mean about some spiritual practices? I don't know what type of things that you do. It could be some prayers. It could be meditation. It could be quiet time. But when you have that particular time that you set aside, it gives you a refill, right? In order for you to go and connect back with the kinship. Because we want to be at a point where not only that we're selfish enough to feel like it's all about me, but we need to have that mindset that it is about others as well. It is our responsibility to connect and care for one another. Just the natural things, not, nobody is saying you have to go pay somebody's rent or mortgage. But if you went to those type of things, I'll stand in that line. But, if you have some extra time, if you have some kind words, if you have just a little love and embrace, have the type of kinship and connection that you want to just help somebody else in that particular time of need. Right here we have Anthony Duncan say, we need the village. So, in regards to the village, I do want to say something about that. In regards to the village has changed from what it used to be, or what, the older people know as the village. Everybody have their own, particular thing. They don't want anybody saying anything to them. They don't want anybody correcting them, mentality. I'm grown. Don't talk to my kid. I handle my own kid. But when it comes to kinship, we need that extra support. You need that. And with myself being in the education system, there are some parents out there that really lean and depend on the education system to educate their children and then to discipline. And then there's none at home. But we need one another in that particular thing. So what am I saying in regards to the kinship? I'm glad you asked. There is family, right? We have the four types of kinship, which two of them being blood, and then the final being the relationship that you have with your spouse that connects you with their particular family. But the one I wanted to focus on today is that social kinship, which what we know in the slang term are kinfolk, right? Zero in on the kinship, kinfolk, and get connected. So what am I encouraging you to do? Get involved with some community service organizations. Get involved with your church. Don't just go to church and sit on a bench. Get involved in some ministries. That's going to help you build kinship. So when there's time to support, you have a group of people to support you. You have different areas where you can receive support. I know that with my sorority, I got out of the connection, trying to get back because I need some more supporters. I need to have that connection where if I can't talk to one of my sisters, I can call someone else. If I can't get in contact with my pastor and I need my pastor to pray for me, I should have some type of relationship and kinship with somebody at the church that can get a prayer through, that I can connect with them. That's called kinship. That's called the social connection that we need in order to grow, in order to be. So the thing about it that I wanted to get out was because I hear people talk about, and I've even done it myself, family that don't support. My family does that a lot. We talk about each other. Did so-and-so come? No, they don't come. They don't never come. They don't never support anybody. They don't never be there. Oh, so I'm saying to you, let them off the hook. Let it go. Perhaps they haven't reached that level where they understand how we're supposed to go back and forth and support one another. But if by chance you're in a family where you don't have a support, I'm talking about blood, and you're not getting the support that you feel you need, get connected with some kinship. Go out there. Get involved. Start participating in other things. So what am I doing? I'm doing a recap right now. When it comes to all type of kinship, do we need them? Yes, we do. We need the lineal. When we talk about our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents, we need the collateral. When we talk about our siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles, niece and nephews, we need them. We need the affinal. We need the spouse and their family. And not get disconnected and, try to keep the spouse. Well, I don't get along with them. You need those particular family. And then you need to understand and know you need your social kinship. It is important that we have that particular social kinship so we can have a holistic view. So when it's time for us to do something, not only can we be supported, but we can be support to someone else, right? So that is our show on today. I hope you all enjoyed. It was just me this time. No guests. We're talking about kinship and kinfolk. Do we need them? Yes, we do. Yes, we need them. We need them. I need you and you need me. So thank you for attending our show on tonight. I am so grateful for every last one of you. Do not forget, It is the first anniversary that's coming up for the ABCs of Experiencing Life, Love, and Loss First Monday. April 22nd. It's going to be at 2 o'clock. It's a live recording, so if you come, you're going to be on the show. We showing your face in the place. We're going to be talking about the letter M, manifest, on how things come to pass after you put it out there, how it blossoms, how it, out of nowhere sometimes, things are just coming to pass, and it's called manifestation, and we will be talking about that. So the link is going to be in the comments for you to go to Eventbrite. If you cannot get the link, you can always go to the Facebook page of Experiencing Life, Love, and Loss. I just created an event today, so you can be the first ones to go and grab your tickets. Remember, it is for the free. You don't have to pay a dime. It is my opportunity to shower and show my love and appreciation for you all supporting First Monday for a whole year. It has been great being with y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Hold up. We got a YouTube comment. Yay! So I didn't see any other YouTube comments. We have a YouTube comment. Vanita Browning enjoyed this so much. Thank you so much, Vanita. Thank you for coming on to YouTube. So listen, if you all cannot get to it on Facebook, you can always go to Tisha Milton on YouTube and watch the show. So if you can't catch it, go to YouTube. You can catch all the alphabets. You can catch the A, the B, the C, the D. You can catch all the way up to K. If you have missed any of them, right there on YouTube, Tisha Milton. Right? So thank you for being with us on tonight, talking about Kinfolk. Y'all thought I was going to bash them, did you? Not going to bash them. We're going to let them make it. Listen, and love them anyway. And if we don't get the support from our kinfolk, our family, we're going to go get us some folk. It's a bunch of them out there. Go get connected with some people. Hey, thank you from your kinfolk, Tisha Milton. We be kin. I'm your kinfolk. Thank you for being on our show tonight, kinfolk. Get ready for the next letter. So the next letter is L. You have to know what the L is going to be about. Life, love, and loss. Oh! But we're going to put a little twist to it. It ain't going to be what you think. Oh! But come on back with us on next first Monday. The month of April is going down. Thank you all for coming and participating in tonight. Love you all, and y'all have a good night.
Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no fear. Just keep pushing, be strong. Keep the faith until change comes. Strength is not how much you can ever overcome and what you couldn't do alone. I'm determined to. Yeah, I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'm gone. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. I'ma win, I'ma win, I'ma win, yeah. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out, world, I'm coming through. Watch out. You've experienced life, love, lost, have no